Welcome back, besties, to the FanTEAsy Podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana, and we are so excited to be joining the revolution. Please, if you haven't done so, go leave a review, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and now we are also on Patreon. Yay! So please go check it out. We do have different tier options available, and we would just love it if you go check them out. There is going to be exclusive content, bonus episodes, merch discounts for our store, all the fun and exciting things. And if you have suggestions of what you would like to see there, please let us know, because we obviously want to give you the best and most content. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, we are super excited for all the new things that are coming this way. We are also very excited to continue on into our deep dive through the world of Iron Flame. This time it's going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. We're just doing chapters 11 and 12, but really just breaking them down with the fan theories, dragons, signets, and all the other things. So please take note and prepare to join the revolution.
Remember, this podcast is a full deep dive, and we will be covering all of the Empyrean series thus far. If you have not read both books, please go do so. We talk a lot. We mention things. We obviously are covering theories, spoilers, anything of that nature. So go read and then come back here so you can get all the drama.
With that being said, all things Empyrean are definitely mature content. Along with Callie and I being adults, we do swear a lot. We will be talking about Muckduck, aka murder. And especially as we get farther into this book, there's torture, there's weapons. Just, if that's not your jam, this book and series is not for you, but just keep that in mind. And we are rating this episode rated R.
With all of that being said, are you ready to join the revolution?
Woo!
Dun, dun, dun. My favorite time-old question. It just never, ever, ever gets old, because I feel like I never know. Like, we used to text it to each other all the time, and we don't as much because we record so often now that we're pretty much doing it like every couple days. So anyway, Montana, what era are you in?
I'm in a folklore era this morning. I'm just trying to pretend like we're getting fall here in Arizona, even though we're still in the 90s, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What era are you in?
I think, Reputation maybe today.
Love.
I'm still clowning a little, Taylor's back stateside, Rep TV.
I know.
Like, come on. That's where I'm at.
Just tell us, Tay. Come on.
I know you're gonna, so just do it.
To just jump right on into things, Callie, what is our monologue for 11 and 12?
Chapter 11. Violet is relishing in the letter Xaden left for her, but she still faces the relationship drama and struggles to trust him fully. Soon after, she receives another letter from her kick-ass sister Mira, but something a little fishy happens to the letter. It's been censored by someone. Lovely. Violet is also approached by Xaddy, and they use their magic hands to communicate that Xaddy needs help translating an old written language by Violet. Chapter 12. Xaddy is back again. Violet flies to Samara to see Xaden, and in this lust building chapter, the two fight back their desires for one another and have those deep, meaningful talks that women love oh so much. Mushy-gushy love boating. Things intensify, and the only thing holding them back is themselves.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. That one feels like a Minion one. Like, it's not super intense yet. Yeah.
Oh, seriously. Well, okay. You know what? Before we even get too crazy with all of that, what's our chapter 11 summary?
Chapter 11. Whew. Okay. Violet and Imogen continue the training, but Imogen keeps prying into Xaden and Violet's relationship. Bitch, back off. Even though they aren't friends, while Violet still struggles trying to define what they actually are, Jasenia looks to Violet for advice and help translating an old text in a language only Violet can read. Then, later, the second years are all delivered letters from their loved ones. Violet's comes from Mira, which is fantastic news, except the part of the text being redacted. But who, though? The chapter closes out with Violet and Tarn taking off to the front lines to see Xaden and Sigale. The fact that I'm like excited for like not just like Violet and Xaddy, obviously, but like Dragon Bonds. Hello.
I know, right? Like, you get to be with your woman.
Good for you. We know how stressful that is.
So our excerpt of chapter 11 starts with, Garrick has always been my best friend. His father was my father's aide, which in a way makes him my Dane, except trustworthy. After Liam, Bodhi was and still the closest thing I have to a brother, perpetually tagging along a step behind. Recovered correspondence of Lieutenant Xaden Ryerson to Cadet Violet Sorengale. These ones always get me because it's like the recovered correspondence, and I'm like, Rebecca, what
are you
mean?
doing? I know. And then to think like, I remember when I finished this book the first time, and then like seeing all of those and like texting back and forth about like recovered correspondence, and then going and falling down the rabbit hole of, okay, they're all dead. But like, how soon do we figure out when this was recovered? How soon? You know?
Like, what was it recovered from? Was it translated? Did they find it in rubble? Like,
yeah. Is this something that I don't know? Are these things that he was like just casually writing down, like as their relationship started to progress, and then it just happened to be, I don't know, at Eratia, and then the start of Onyx Storm is, something wild, and it was just recovered from that. I don't know. I like need it to be right away because these ones kill me. Like, just tell me. I need the answers. I can't wait till book 5.
Not going to know. I know. Like, we're not even going to know until book 5 because Rebecca just wants us to be tortured, and we have
she's gonna drag it out
until book 5.
She's gonna drag it out, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. But he wrote her a letter, and then it kills me again because we don't know the letter yet. Like, why is that like, not? Yeah, go ahead.
She's expecting all this. She's like, okay, he wrote me a letter. Like, this is going to be information about what's going on. She's like, oh, no. It's just about him. And because she's made these comments, she's like, I don't really know you. And he's like, okay, so let me tell you all about me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, please and thank you.
I mean, it's the thought that counts. He's really trying.
Yeah, he's trying to the point that Imogen's like, why don't you just take him back already? Because Violet's just
I know
this letter.
She carries it around. It's like her baby blanket, but the letter from Xaden.
Hey, anything to bring comfort. I get it.
I totally get it.
Imogen cracks me up though, because she's trying to talk about Violet and Xaden's relationship, and Violet's like, this is kind of what friends do. Are we not friends? And Imogen's like, we're co-conspirators with a vested interest in keeping each other alive. Like, Imogen, just admit that you're friends already. You've already been like low-key complimenting her and making everyone listen to her, but okay.
Yeah, we're not friends. Montana, we're not friends.
Yeah. We're just co-conspirators in the podcast.
But it's a valid role.
Co-managers. It is. We are co-managers.
Co-managers of this podcast and life and all the things.
Everything in between.
Okay, but literally, Imogen, you crack me up. Like, girl, don't be lying.
Even the fact that Jasenia comes up and, she left the scribe quadrant for this. It's important. And Imogen's all like wary about this. Like, you're friends with a scribe. And Jasinia's like, I wouldn't even know how to kill her. Like, what do you mean? I'm not a threat. Like, this poor girl is so stressed out. She doesn't know what's going on. She's just trying to help. She's out of her comfort zone and then gets
Way out.
bombarded by this sassy pink-haired writer who was like, who are you?
Would literally be, of all people to like run into in the gym, especially, like so much is already happening around you, or just anywhere really. Imogen is quite terrifying, like in the best way. She's a powerhouse. But if I was just sitting, I'd be like, hi friend, like don't hurt me, don't eat me.
Like, I really am friend, not foe.
Literally. Well, and then for Violet to kind of throw it back, like, I'm gonna go see what my friend needs.
Okay, sasshole.
So we are not friends here. Okay, sure. Kind of like how you and Xaden are not in love.
No, never. The fact that she even left the scribe quadrant, I'm still just stuck on that. Like, she went out of her little happy bubble, brought Violet a book that she finally found, a copy of The Gift of the First Six. Like, okay, girl, for our fake assignment where Justinia's like, oh, a debate?
Sure.
Really, Violet? But, like, look at her coming through. Justinia is like Rhiannon. She's such a girl's girl, and she just wants to help, and we just love her so much. She's the best.
I think it's also interesting that Violet is one of the few people that can translate this. Obviously, like, growing up a scribe, but like how Justinia can't is interesting. So she's turning to Violet, but also, the rabbit hole.
She's like asking Violet to help her with these translations, and the translation is coming out to be the name of an ancient king who lived 1,000 years before Navarre existed. And we're like, ancient king. Long before any of this was here, we have an ancient king. We have dragons who were around with their veils long, long before any of this. And we know that the Venin were also long before any of this. So, ancient king. Like, what does this mean?
But what does it mean?
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
But it's provocative. Jinx.
Gets the people going.
Jinx again. I'm into synchronization. Sorry.
We finish each other's
sandwiches. God, get me out of here.
A little Frozen moment.
Get me out of here. Yeah, if I had to, take a stab in the dark here, it's gonna be important. It's gonna be important.
It's just breezed over. Just some king.
Some ancient king.
Not a powerful role.
Yeah. Well, and in true Rebecca fashion, italics. Italics. I need to just pull it up on my Kindle and like just search the italicized words. Maybe we could like put a encrypted message together.
Oh my gosh. I bet we could, honestly. Even if it's so far off from what's actually happening, we totally could.
It would be kind of fun to do, but I wonder if you could search that way, honestly.
I don't know. We'll have to look after this.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested.
Our girl Justinia, though, Violet's helping her do the translations, and it's cool that we get to learn this about Violet, that, it was kind of dabbled on that her and Dane like grew up together, they had their own language, but they use ancient languages to talk to each other, which is fun, and we just like learn that little fact about her. But even Justinia was like, oh, well, like, we're working on the dead languages, and I mean, you should just like come in and see what we've accomplished. And Violet's like, well, Justinia, I'm a writer, I can't be in there. She goes, I'll make an exception for you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Right around the outside, scribe at heart. Mm-hmm. She is.
Literally. And she's just Violet's such a mixture of the two that I feel like it's so cool that it was never forgotten. It's not like, oh, she's a writer now. Like
Right.
Jacinia sees her as Violet, not as a
Yeah.
writer. But I mean, what we have happen while they're just having their little bonding moment, hearing screaming. We have a writer being pulled by two other writers and Markham and freaking out,
Heck
right?
yeah.
And Jacinia, again, the stress of leaving her comfort zone and then to see this writer going through this, already knowing that the quadrant is extremely dangerous and that the writers are kind of terrifying, but to realize that this specific writer who is screaming came to her yesterday and checked out a book and she did her job. She recorded what the book was. But like, what was the book?
What was the book? Because now you in trouble. You be poking around where you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And like, who are you? What is this writer?
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at. Like, who? Who? Tell me who. Some
We're a
random
bunch of
ass
owls
writer.
right now.
Who? Who?
Ooh.
CSI. Who are you?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you. Backup vocals.
Apparently, this episode is a musical.
Yeah, we are all over with it. We got it. Oh my god.
If you can't tell, our brains are in a million places today. It's
They really are.
fine.
I don't think we can even say that anymore because I think it's every episode at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about sitting down to record, my brain just like starts. I don't know if it's
We
the
become a
text,
final brain cell.
the one shared between us, the weakest
Literally.
link.
And I don't know how we're sharing it between screens in two states, but we're doing it.
We're doing it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so since we're laughing, we have a page break, right? And now we're back with our squad. Rhiannon, Sawyer, Riddick, we're all walking together. And Sawyer's asking for some help with his RSC homework. And everyone was like, oh, no, like I had to ask Riddick because I was struggling with that one too. And Riddick's like, why won't you just accept that I am a land navigation god and ask for help like everyone else? Okay, Riddick, please don't ever lose that sense of wonder.
He's so smart. Oh my god. Stop saying things because I just have song lyrics in my head now.
About not losing your sense of wonder? Because I'm thinking about The Office.
I hope you dance.
Oh, yeah, okay. Don't make me cry.
I know. But Riddick would make me cry.
Nope.
I could also
So
see
the
him.
Office part.
I was gonna say I could also see him having like this really like flamboyant moment of like frolicking and like I hope you dance, like just the pretty boy he is. Okay, Office, tell me, please.
Okay, but on your thing, that guy on TikTok that's like, no, I don't listen to that song. And then he turns around and he's jamming and he's got like his face popping up above him singing it while he's dancing underneath them. That's Riddick.
Yes, exactly.
The Office, Michael's leaving. He's giving presents and little moments to people. He gives Stanley the mini pool table. And he's like, I give you my felt. May you never lose that childish sense of wonder that you have. But he doesn't give him like the little pool balls or the
the
sticks.
balls. No, he's like, there's no balls to it. Stanley. He's just like disgruntled then. Oh, whatever. And he like goes away. Okay, thank you.
Fine, forget it.
Yes. This was sentimental. My felt.
My felt. What also is sentimental is that Violet gets a letter from Mira.
From Mira! But
Because we're second years and we can write letters.
I mean, I think that would like literally be the motivation alone. Like you can't communicate to any family. So just that alone to make it to your second year is, oh, you can talk to your
Yeah,
family again. That would be so hard. And
literally.
I get what they're doing. I mean, it's the same with like boot camp training. Like you're cut off from them for an extended period of time. But an entire year, that is so long.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah.
long. And then what they've endured and then well now
Yeah.
you get this letter and there's bits and pieces taken out as if that's not
Yeah. Like, what?
personal to Violet, like that's hers and you're censoring it, you're reading it before she is. I am not a
Yeah.
fan. Not a fan.
It's just so crazy because it's also like, what did Mira say that they thought was so important for Violet not to read?
Right.
I
And
have
as
so many
something
questions.
I have so many questions. And then of course the question of like who even did it, because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of suspects here.
I know, especially because Ados is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So Varish,
Melgren?
Marka, Melgren, literally like
I don't know.
Solus and his one eye,
It's the one bitch eye.
that bitch ass dragon.
Bitch ass.
I do think it's funny though that Rhiannon's like, oh, like you can tell me Xaden wrote you a letter, but like what's
Oh
going on
yeah.
between you guys? And she's like, wait, he lied. He's not telling you the truth. Is there another woman? And she is ready to just go like open a whole can of whoop ass on him. And I just like I relate to that so much because like if you ever called me and said something like that, I'd be like, all right, where's this bitch at? Like, and same for you.
Where they at? Where they at? I
Mira
literally
filled the
imagine
hands.
her like in a cartoon where they like just like magically have things. Like she's got like a pickaxe and a body bag, and she's like, "What's the matter?" Just instantly pissed, ready to go to war. Where's he
Just
at?
bright
Let's fucking
red.
kill him.
But that's, I mean, you know what? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And
Mm-mm-mm.
Rhiannon is that girl that we all need in our corner. Like, you are my Rhiannon, and you are in my corner, ready to just be like, all right, the gloves are off. We are throwing hands. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. Yeah. I mean, I'm here for it. She's got big bitch energy, big bestie energy. She's here for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna stick up for Violet. And then Violet's like, no. It's just Mira. Casually.
Just casually. No big deal. But also, weird little thing here. Riddick runs up to Violet and says, hey, has Tarn said anything about another black dragon in the Vale?
Mm.
And you're like,
Hmm?
huh? Because, like,
Hmm?
obviously we have Coda and Tarn, but, like, a third.
Another? Huh?
If that is not the biggest freaking foreshadow,
Uh-huh.
I can't. I cannot.
And it's just like thrown in, and then we're off to different topics. Like,
yeah.
what? What? Say it again
Well,
for
and
people in the back.
she makes sure that Andarna is okay. So she checks in with Tarn. He's like, oh, only a few dragons saw her. She's in her dreamless sleep. Like, you try keeping her hidden and see how that goes for you.
Literally. Gold dragon.
Just giant, growing, sasshole dragon.
Oh my god, and she's so sassy. And like when she was awake, she didn't shut the fuck up and let everyone around her know she was coming. And now she's
Mm-hmm.
not so little quiet one anymore. Like, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go.
At least she's finally sleeping. We needed her to just sleep and grow, but I do love sassy Andarna.
She worked hard and needed that sleep. Bitch, me too.
Mm-hmm. She works hard for the money.
We're paying her in goats. Or sheep.
A flock of sheep.
A flock of sheep.
Also, if you were on our page on Tuesday and you missed our Tarn talk, no, you
Oh.
didn't.
Don't call us
It
out.
didn't happen. It didn't happen. Tuesday just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because this is Sunday.
Honestly, yeah. Yep. And Tuesday Tarn Talk is like a favorite part of my week. I think they're so funny and I want more people to appreciate them. So if you're listening, Tuesdays, Tarn Talk.
Go share it. They're hilarious. Maybe I need to work on the graphic.
They're hilarious.
Be more enticing. But they're so funny. Go like them.
I think it's so perfect.
I think the best is the music that we find to pair with him.
I know. Just the sassiness.
It just is so good. So good.
It is so good.
We should just have like sassy Sundays, because then it could be Tarn and Indarna.
I love this too.
Sassy
Tuesday
Saturday.
Tarn Talk, Sassy Sunday.
Yeah.
Sassy Saturday, because episodes come out Sunday.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's kind of a lot for Sundays. Yeah. Sassy Saturday.
Sassy Saturday. All right.
Our episodes always turn into like low-key planning episodes. So yeah. Sorry that you have to bear through that, but welcome to the process.
It's a creative thing, man. But yeah. Can we have an ew David moment? Because
ew David.
As her and Tarn are chatting and they're walking to the flight field, lo and behold, who do we have but Major Varrish
vomit. He makes me want to vomit.
He's horrible.
He's so horrible.
Sorengale, there you are. Like,
yeah, thanks.
Why?
You're disgusting.
Yes, I'm here and my schedule that I'm supposed to have. Like, surprise, surprise. Woo!
His gross comments, like, you're pointing out the fact that someone tried to kill Violet, which is so icky. And in the worst way. Like, oh, quite the necklace you have. Like, ew, David.
Her retort, though.
Ew, David. I know, it's so good.
Her retort. Thank you. It was expensive. Almost cost me my life, no big.
Cost someone their life.
She literally says cost someone their life. I was just improvising there. Gosh, she said that.
Yep.
That's so funny. Gosh, she's Iron Flame is just the beginning of the sass. And I'm here for it.
So much sass. He's a sasshole. I can't.
But
like
the worst way.
Right. And why would you ever say that to someone? Like, hater or not, that's what an icky thing to say.
Just but bad behavior all around.
Only the beginning for Major Vomit.
We just you stupid ass bitch.
You stupid ass bitch. I don't fuck with you.
Oh yeah, but he's out here like, I thought you bonded 2 dragons. Where's the other one? Your big dragon likes to have his space and likes to make sure you have yours. Like, is that a problem? He is the most fucking powerful dragon. Yeah. And you want to have a problem with him?
You got big problems?
Do you remember what he did to your dragon?
I'm small and mighty, but I promise you I will take you down. And my dragon will take your dragon down.
Like, should Tarn take Solas's other eye and then give it to Varrish before he eats Varrish? Boom. Justice.
I think that would be kind of funny. He just like plucks it out of his head and just like spits it down at Varrish. Like, bloop, there's your eyeball.
Eat it.
Yeah. Eat it and then I'll eat you. God. Weird form of torture.
He prepares a whole dinner table. There's candles, beautiful china. He's like, here's your eyeball. Eat it.
Here's your eyeball. Nasty. Also, dragon eyeball, though, would be like a whole plate.
I know. We're going to be here for days.
Like when Brucey has to eat the entire cake in Matilda. Just like, Varrish, Varrish, Varrish. And then all of a sudden he like takes the last bite and Tarn just eats him.
Mm-hmm.
Justice!
I was thinking of Michael feeding Kevin the broccoli.
Oh God, eat it! Eat it!
Or he's like yelling and everyone's like, eat it, Jim, eat it, Dwight, eat it, Stanley's like, where's Stanley? Oh, it's Dwight that's saying that. But yeah, he's like, Aaron, go tell Stanley to eat it. She runs to the bathroom. Eat it, Stanley!
Eat it, Stanley! He's in the bathroom. Don't disrupt my peace.
Just being yelled at. He's doing his crosswords and his Sudoku.
Oh God, gross.
He's just like lounging in one of those bathroom chairs that the women's bathroom has with the candles. He's like, I'm in here doing my Sudoku. Leave me alone.
Yes. The girls' bathroom is so much better than the boys. Why is that always the case?
Obviously,
I don't know.
always.
Yeah. Always.
Speaking of eating them, though, and Darna was like, well, it would be fun to watch Tarn eat the pompous one. I'm like, well, yeah, he should. He should have ate him a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't know why we're still like debating if this should happen. Take care of it. You know, honestly, if Tarn would have just like solved this problem right away when Solus like incinerated half of whatever section that was, I can't even remember now. It's been a day. Second wing. Like why we could have just handled this and then this whole book like wouldn't have even happened.
Literally.
We could have avoided so many things,
she
Rebecca.
She wouldn't go through the things that she does.
Yes.
Like, when is Tarn one to give multiple chances?
Only for Violet, okay? Only for Violet. And Xaddy.
I know, but like, this is...
I know, that like, why?
To Violet.
Yeah, so like, why are you not putting into it right away?
I wonder if he doesn't just because the potential repercussions from the command that they could both have.
From like inside the Empyrean? Or
both,
like
the Empyrean and like Melgren.
Yeah.
And Tarn does know more than we know right now.
Yes, true. Mm-hmm.
But it's still shit is what it is.
It is super shit. It is.
The fact that Varrish is like, oh, well, I expect and Darna, to fly with you next week, and that's an order. But dragons don't take orders from humans.
Nope.
Yeah. Gosh. I hate him. Of course not. But you do, don't you? Ugh! Okay, fine. You got me there. But my dragon could just incinerate you. You stupid bitch. I'm mad.
Throws the book in anger.
Gently sets book down in anger.
Exactly. Could never actually. Yeah, and douchebag Varrish having this information of, from what Colonel Ados told me. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even bring up Violet's dad. You have no right. What gives you the right? But throwing it in her face that he was writing a book on feathertail dragons, which hadn't been seen in 100 years, and then you end up bonded to one. Coincident? Bitch, I think it's a coincidence that my boo is going to meet your face. I can't. He drives me up a wall. Just no. No.
I think it's funny though. He's like, it's ironic, don't you think? And she's like, coincidence. I think you mean coincidental. And she's like, let me just correct you even more. Because you're so dumb.
So wrong. And you're so wrong in all of this.
But also, Rebecca, what does this mean?
Rebecca, where's the research? Rebecca, where's her dad? I I guess maybe. I think the difference with the series, and maybe that's why it's like so captivating to so many people, because they aren't all out. Like when people pick up
Mm-hmm.
ACOTAR now, okay, obviously Sarah is writing another book now, but like for a while that was a completed series, and like you could pick it up and tell a friend and they could like binge the entire thing. And now we're literally sitting here with so many fucking questions and no answers and no like, I mean, how many pages was
Mm-hmm.
this one? Like, is the next one going to be like 700 pages, or are we just going to get like a mere 500 and then have so many more questions? I don't know. I need these books like
Both.
800 pages so that I can like get all the information. Just tell me.
Even as I just finished my re-listen to Silver Flames, and I still have so many questions, and I'm
So
like,
many
where is ACOTAR
questions.
6?
Yes, I know. And I do. I have so many questions. I just, when I was reading it though, I don't remember like, I guess because I could just like
We
keep
had
reading
more
to like,
context. We had 5 books. Yeah.
yeah, and to like see like, oh, well, this did happen in book 2, but now it's in book 4, and I remember them mentioning it or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But to like, you have mentioned so many goddamn things about her dad and given no information. Like, it's just a sentence here and a 2 sentences there, and they're like bomb drops though. You're telling me that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he maybe was researching. He was a scribe and then he died. How did he die? Where? When? How? Like
Like,
how?
he just had a
These
heart
are
attack.
monumental facts that I need.
I don't think
Literally.
he just had a heart attack.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's just more to it. No.
Yeah.
But I
100%.
also, maybe the truth of he's still alive. That's still looming.
Mm-hmm.
Please, please be true.
That would be quite the twist, man. And I wouldn't put it past her because Brennan's already here.
I know. And then with how this book
I don't.
ends.
And I still don't think Brennan's making it out of the series alive. But,
I know. I know.
you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We're fine.
But like, also, speaking of just like learning new things, well, we're on the flight field, and they're like, "Oh, second years, here's a new maneuver you have to learn." And out of the sky comes Dane and Kath. And he's getting ready to show this maneuver, and Violet like murmurs to Bodhi, "Oh, Kath isn't slowing down." And she's like, "Part of me hopes Dane falls off."
Yeah, same.
Oh, it's so funny. But he does this whole like run off of Kath and jump off of him mid-flight to roll on the ground, and it's just crazy. And they're like, that works for you. That doesn't work for me. Next, please. Thank you, next. Tarn's like, this is unadvisable for you.
Literally the fact that Tarn like points it out of like, you will not be doing this one. Don't even bother learning it. Like, okay. Thank you. Appreciate you always looking out,
I think
homeboy.
it's funny though, because he's kind of sticking up when things are going on with Varrish. He's making his threats, whatever, but he's not doing a whole lot about it. But then with Kaori and this maneuver, and he's like, adaptation will be necessary, and she's like, well, how would we even adapt that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I didn't say we would. The Dragon Watcher will adapt his request, or I'll have an early lunch.
Yep.
Like, okay, back to being sassy. So what is the difference between Kaori and Varrish that has you like ready to kill one, and then the other one you're pissed off and you're threatening, but you're not doing anything about, as he continues to do such terrible things?
Horrible things. Horrible, and it's only just begun. Can't wait.
I do think it's interesting that what Violet says to Bodhi, though. She's like, you know what? He doesn't know. Kaori does not know the truth, because if he did, he wouldn't be teaching us how to get off of our dragons fast for hand-to-hand combat. He'd be teaching us how to get on our dragons fast to be able to outrun the venom.
Yep.
That's a really good point.
It's a very scary point.
It
But
is.
she mentioned it 2 chapters ago. Like, the nightmares are so real, and she's practicing running because that is the imminent fear. Like, anything they
Yeah.
touch on the ground, gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, come on. Like, why are we not teaching our riders and our infantry these things to prepare them? Oh,
I
because it
know.
doesn't exist. It's not, it's fake. It's folklore. Oh my God.
And then we have a page break.
We love a page break. Usually means we'll get a laugh for like a 0.2 seconds.
Well, I mean, she's off to see Xaden. It's almost midnight. Bodhi's walking her
Yay.
out. But Bodhi's kind of giving us like a little bit of bomb drop, even though he's like, no, you can't help. These are Xaden's orders. I'm going to follow that, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's not like that for him. I've never seen him care like this. And that includes Catriona. And we're like, pause, rewind, take a couple steps back. Bodhi, who the fuck is Catriona?
Pause, because you want to see me throw hands real fucking quick. Don't bring up another bitch's name.
My man's name in the same sentence as hers do not belong together.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Okay, but honestly, who the fuck? Who the fuck? Who the hell is Catriona? Cat. Kitty cat. Ugh.
He's all, there's no chance you're going to forget that I mentioned that by the time you get there, is there? And she's like, oh yeah, no, not a chance.
Not a chance at all. Not a shot in the dark. You just ruined my whole trip to Samara, actually. Thank you for that.
You blew it.
You blew it. Uh-huh.
But there's also some bad things.
Bomb
We have
drops.
the jealousy feelings of Catriona, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, yeah, someone tried to jump me in the bathing chamber this week. Everyone's getting attacked. It wasn't just you for an assassination attempt. Like,
Bomb drops.
okay, more lives are on the line here.
Why are we just casually, like, you're both walking out, and this is the moment you decide to like have this serious conversation. Like, we're about to part ways, and I got questions, all the questions, and you're out here telling me another assassination attempt. I don't.
And it's interesting because obviously the assassination attempts are only on the ones who were in Resin that day, but Mira. There was an assassination attempt on Mira, and obviously we don't know if there was one on Brennan yet, but like, why on Mira? Was it attacked towards General Sorengale, or did Mira have some potential information that was dangerous? Like, what is going on?
What is happening? I don't know. Things we still are waiting. Can you tell me in these
This
pages?
book just gives me so many more questions.
Yeah, it does. Especially as you reread. Like, what? Bitch? What? What was that? Say it again. Louder.
Louder for the people in the back with the answers this time.
Secretly, I just like keep hoping that someone's gonna like crawl out of the woodwork and be like, "Oh yeah, I like got to read the manuscript, and you'll get that answer." Bitch.
January will be here before we know it. It is almost November.
Where is Miranda Presley? She would get it for us.
She would get Armani.
Get Armani on the phone.
And instead of getting Armani, we get stupid ass Varrish.
Stupid ass bitch.
Smug like. God. And the fact that he brought those two writers again, so I'm like, who are you?
Who are you?
And someone else. Like, where did you come from? First of all. Why are you here? And he's like, oh, hey, Violet, I'm going to search your bag. I know you're going to go have fun, but I need to search you. Like, really?
Which,
Is that necessary?
yeah, but like, thank God she's not out here trying to do anything that she's not supposed to be doing. Go make a drop quick, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Like, I know she wants to be more involved, so thank God she's not.
Literally, like, if this is not proof to her right now that
Literally.
she should
Everyone is out to get
not be
you.
involved in this,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that she was smart enough to leave that text of the first 6 that Jasenia brought her. She left it in her room. She just has her regular
Mm-hmm.
study books. And she's like, oh, you need a refresher on your stuttering there, Irish? Because, like, this is what I have. I have clothes that were clean, thanks to you
And
now
now we're
they're
dirty.
not.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for throwing them on the ground. I really appreciate that.
God, he's just so fucking terrible. And this man, where the audacity comes from, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I can't even fathom, because then he's telling her, oh, well, since your feather tail didn't show up, I'm going to have to think about your punishment these 48 hours while you're gone. And I'm like, excuse you?
Back up.
Why?
Mm-hmm. Bitch, I did nothing wrong.
Why am I being punished for my dragon? Like, if dragons don't answer to humans, what if she like demanded Andarna show up? Obviously, like, all things aside of what's actually going on,
Gum.
and Andarna's like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to show up. Toasted.
That would actually be like almost better than Tarn
What
doing it.
happens?
Like, well, that too. But
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. Oh, she just shows up like little sleep mask, little robe. She's like, you woke me up? Incinerated.
Her little bunny slippers.
Yes. Do not wake up, sassy teenage
Mm-mm.
Andarna.
No. That's really terrifying. But I mean, if Varrish does it, well, that's Varish's problem. Bye, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of bye, bitch, Bodhi now informs her that it wasn't just attacks on him, but Imogen and Aya were also
Mm-hmm.
attacked. And they used Violet as an experiment to see if they were actually going to search her and what they could get away with.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
It makes me it makes me sad for them, because they know the truth, and it wasn't against, like, it was against their will that they learned the truth, and they
Mm-hmm.
learned it the hard way.
I mean, literally,
Or
they
their
were
parents,
forced
you
into
know.
it. Yeah, they were forced into it.
Yeah. They didn't ever stand a chance. They didn't make this conscious decision. Like, they're making the decision now to fight against it,
Yes.
obviously. But they didn't make this conscious decision like their parents did in the beginning. Like, we have to stand up and do something. They were born
Mm-hmm.
into this world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Makes me sad. But you know what? That pisses Violet off. And she's like, stop using me as a game piece. Well, talk to your mans
But you're
about that
so
then.
cute. You're so cute, though. You just work so perfectly. You're so unsuspecting with your two-toned hair.
And fragile body.
Nobody would ever peg the general's daughter. No, never.
No. Or her dragon, who actually happens to be carrying a drop of
Who's definitely
daggers.
carrying. Yep. Good thing, Tarn. They didn't search you, which, I mean, good
How
hiding
would they?
place.
He would not let them.
Oh, fuck no. Be like, come near me and you're
There
dead.
would, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You look at him wrong and you're dead. So,
Mm-hmm.
no. I mean, that's, which I don't know why they would try and just put it in a pack anyway on their own back instead of like saddlebags,
Hiding it on
bitch.
their dragon. Yeah.
Saddlebags. Yeah. Just strap that bitch up. Choop. But I don't know how they managed to even get it from, wherever they have him in hiding to
Mm-hmm.
him without anyone stopping them and searching them in between. And then
I
also,
mean, they've been
who
doing
did
it for
strap them?
years, so
But then, like, who did actually strap them to him? Because he don't
yeah,
like a
because
lot of
he never
people.
said like the saddle thing. He was like, I had to be able to do it myself because I wasn't letting Xaden do it. Like,
Yeah. You don't even trust Xaden enough. So
okay,
who?
maybe he just picked them up and put them on.
Possibly, because he figured out how to put his own saddle on. I could see that.
I'm going with Tarn.
He don't need no mans. He could do it himself.
And we're off to Samara.
And that's, yeah, literally. Okay, peace out, bitches.
Just moving right on along. Callie, what is our chapter 12 summary?
Chapter 12. Violet and Tarn arrive in Samara, the outpost where Xaden is stationed, to find the wards are particularly strong here. Tarn reminds Violet that it is because her signet has manifested and is stronger now than it was before. As Violet and Xaden spend more time together, they confront the elephant in the room, their relationship. Although they are both still lusting for each other, they are working towards building a relationship on trust and communication as well. And a lot less Dane.
A lot less Dane.
Bitch, go away. He just causes all the problems.
He's the root of the evil here, right? Not the
Well,
venom,
yeah.
not everything else going on, just Aiden.
I want to be like Dane equals Venom, but sadly we have far bigger Venom to be sad over and worry about. But
that stinks. So
true. That's true.
just
We don't know. Again, we don't know all the answers, okay? We don't know.
No. Our excerpt starts us out with, Sigale watched me kill another cadet for bullying Garrick during threshing. She said she chose me for my ruthlessness, but I think I reminded her of my grandfather. Recovery correspondence of Lieutenant Xaden Ryerson to Cadet Violet Sorengale. Okay, something that maybe I was thinking I just noticed something, but I don't think so at the same time. Because Xaden is a lieutenant now, Violet is still a cadet. So maybe maybe this correspondence was recovered like sooner than we thought, but at the same time she was a cadet at the time it was written, so maybe they're just using like the terms that they had in that moment when it was written. That's got to be it,
and not that
it was found like in the next year.
Possibly. So like you're saying, like
Violet's not always going to be a cadet throughout these next few books. She's going to have a different title.
Because even if I would assume, yeah, she's gonna graduate and then have a different title, so she wouldn't be a cadet. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping you're right in the sense of like they progress past these two, but she could also not be like a wing leader or squad leader and just be a cadet until graduation. So she could still be a cadet for the next 2 years or whatever.
2 years.
Yeah. But this could have been written, that's what I was saying earlier, like it could have been written this time frame.
Yeah, that's even exactly what I'm saying. It's
yeah.
They're only referencing them as those titles because of maybe the time it was written.
Right. Yeah. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, we are. I think it's interesting though, as she gets up to Samara and she's walking in, she sees a man in infantry colors just in a cage above them, and she's like, it's 8 a.m. Has he been up there all night? Like, what is literally going on like here? Huh? Why is there a man in a cage? And it's just getting wild. Brushed over.
Because he's actually a cage dancer and he's there for entertainment, obviously.
Oh, he's Adam Lamberting. He's like, I'm your entertainment. He's got his boots on.
He's ready to roll. Pink Pony Club.
I love it.
But like, actually, yeah, why are you there? And then again, why are we just moving on? Who are you? What are you doing? How did you get there? Who put you there? How long have you been there?
I have so many questions, and they're just like, just kidding. We're going to talk about the wards and how they feel different.
They're so much stronger.
Like, why? And then there's a drift. There's just a fucking drift of unfriendly griffins just over the mountain a mile away, like, and no one cares.
No. Just casual.
Not a single person.
It just, like, how do we know? Define friendly, define unfriendly. Why are you over
No one
there?
cares because it's just normal, commonplace
Because
at this
you're,
rate.
yeah, you're at an outpost, so trust no one, obviously.
Especially what happened after Montserrat, right? It was definitely an inside job that we have learned from Zayden's POV. So, like, who on the inside here do we not trust? And she's never been to this outpost, being so far away. I just, like, going through, no big deal, and his room's empty. We can't even find Xaddy, so it's just like, okay,
Where are you? What
what
are you
is
doing?
going on?
I just need you. And going back to the fact that he so lovingly wards his own room
Mhm.
to only let her in. Ugh. Oh,
We love that.
Xaden. We just love that. Like, anyone is welcome in your room, Violet, if that is what you wish. You just have to
If
hold
they
their
hold your
little
hand, I
hand.
just didn't tell you that loophole.
I did tell you that loophole. Even though Rhiannon went flying, but, it's a mute point.
And
But literally,
he
like,
didn't
where...
tell her that loophole just because he wanted her to bring it up and see who it was that was going in her room.
Right. What? What?
Okay.
But
What?
Xaddy's empty room. Like, okay, now where? Now we gotta go searching. And where the fuck do
Where
we
are
find
you?
him? I'm so sorry.
But lo and behold, we do find him eventually
Eventually?
fighting in a
Why?
pit, and he's shirtless.
Yes, he is.
We have to note that because it is very noted that Xaden is fighting in this pit and he is shirtless.
And he is shirtless. Period. This whole like bit is just so interesting because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're like 10 times more brutal here. Like, oh, we don't need blades because fists are just as lethal. Observe.
Okay, that's scary.
Like, observe. And it's just like, oh shit. Yeah, okay. What are we doing here? Xaden, get out of the pit, please. You don't need to get hurt.
But it's the fact that Xaden is in the pit. So we have this lieutenant just, standing next to her, chatting it up. And she's like, oh, well, there's just one pass for the lieutenants this weekend. And, well, Jarrett has it, but Ryerson wants it. Xaden is in the pit fighting to have time with Violet. That's what he has to do. And that is so sad. But, like, this man is fighting for her literally in all aspects.
Yep. Yep. But then for them to just like piece it all together, but the way they piece it together is also just so sweet. Like, not General Sorrengail's daughter. No, we have Lieutenant Sorrengail's sister. Yes, Mira.
Mira has made a name for herself, and we love that.
We love it.
But I think it's interesting because, Violet did spend the last year with Xaden watching him spar. They sparred together. They're on the mat. She knows Xaden's fighting style. And she's just like, oh, I see what's going on. She's like, no, Jarrett's not going to win. Xaden is just playing with him. He's toying with him. He's wearing him down. I'm like,
cat and mouse
okay,
game.
Daddy.
I know.
Oh, cat and mouse?
Yeah. Little cat and mouse moment. And literally to just the whole thing. Like, you know him so well that you know how tough he is, but also like when you first initially walk up, like, what are you doing? And then just to see like it's like effortless. Oh, okay. Do less.
Oh, it's fine.
Do less.
She literally goes into his mind for the very first time since since being at Ressin, since they had their falling out. And she's like, just stop playing around and end it. Like, I didn't fly this far to sit here and watch you play with your food. be done.
Be done.
But
Move
his
along.
response to her, it's like just a little court back, and I love it. I can't.
Always so violent.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Like, yeah, can you wrap this up because you got other things to do? dot, dot, dot.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? It makes me like sad, kind of, but also like it gives me like it's admirable because Zayden obviously he wins this pass and he tells them he's like, "Oh, it's a 48-hour pass. I only want 24 though." Because he knows that's how long Violet's there for. He
Yeah.
doesn't want the extra break. He's like, "Just give
Mhm.
Jarrett the other 24. He deserves it." Like, okay, like that's bummer for you, but also like, wow, that's an
Mhm.
admirable move there, Xaddy.
He just wants the time with her and her alone and then get back to work. I got shit to do.
Yeah, doesn't care about anything else.
I got a revolution to win. He just like casually says it.
That's
What?
huh? Who? What? And
Who
he's
said
like,
that?
I've got Dance Dance Revolution to win.
Obviously. Yes. Do you want to play?
That's what they do when they're off time at Samara. He's out here in his room just busting out to DDR.
Dance Dance Revolution.
That's
Oh
how we
my
got
god.
so good at Pink Pony Club.
That's it. Yes. If they had Dance
Full
Dance
circle
Revolution
moment.
now, that would definitely be on there.
It would
They
be.
need like an updated. They need to come out with some new songs for that, and that's on the list. Top of the playlist.
We're all just out here like.
Oh my god. Gods, what have you done? Oh, so many things.
Literally all the things, and we're about to get a little bit of them.
Oh my god. Don't start with me, Xaddy. Don't start. Like, you're
He even looks at
early, but I
her.
take it.
He looks at her and says, "Tell me what's spinning around that beautiful head of yours." I'm like, it's my degree.
Like,
He's just so great.
yeah, I want him. Yeah, same. Mm-hmm.
But like, you are really just playing your own self here, Violet, because you're the one that's stopping it.
I mean, truly, like, you're now with Xaden, like Xaden Ryerson. Come on. And you're sitting here like, kiss me, don't kiss me. Like, go sit in the corner and rip off your flower petals because I don't want to hear it. When this man literally, it says, he's gravity pulling me back to him by the force of his existence. Like, why are we denying this? I can't. I
You don't
can't. I
deny
can't.
gravity. Sorry,
We
it's
do
just science.
not. Like, science agrees in every aspect that you two need to be together, Violet. Just let it happen. Let it
Oh, but the
happen.
fact that he kisses her, he is finally, we are 116
Yes.
pages in, and he is finally kissing her, and she said, "Home, gods, he tastes like home."
Yeah.
Like, okay, you
Same.
still want to deny it?
Yeah. Because she's
What?
stupid. I literally, my biggest pet peeves in books is when the female main character just is telling herself no when she knows it's yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it happen. I don't know why we're
Like, be
fighting
reasonable.
this. Be reasonable. I mean, yeah, whatever. Work on your trust issues. I understand. Work
I guess
through
work
it.
through them.
But like get laid while you work through it. I don't understand.
Possible. It is very possible to do both.
You got it. I promise, Violet. It's gonna be okay.
Him speaking into her mind. Gods, I've missed the taste of you, the feel of you in my arms. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep,
But also,
yep,
like,
yep.
stop.
But the
Uh-huh.
absolute gentleman that this man is, because she said, no more than kiss me, just kiss me. And what does he do? He just kisses her. Like,
Is she a little slut? Because she, like, wants to. She wants to. And he's like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't do
you
that.
said.
This is what you wanted, remember? I keep my promises, bitch.
The whole, I want you more than my next breath, but I can't fuck you. I can't. I can't fuck you into looking at me like you used to. I refuse to use sex as a tool to get you back. He takes my hand and presses it to my chest. Not when I want to be here. Like, you just know what to say to a woman. Okay, God, men written by women are a whole other genre. And
Oh, yeah. It's a very specific genre that more men should read.
yeah, take notes, men.
Take notes. Just
Literally
casually
take notes,
start like
because
handing these out. Like find out a new friend is like in a relationship. You just casually are like, here, this one's for you.
oh, it's like the people on the street who are like handing out Bibles.
No, we've got
Men.
Xaddy. We've got
Men.
Xaddy. Here you go.
This is your Bible to your relationship. Say these words.
We just go through and highlight. If you say this, she will be on her knees. Literally.
I will annotate a whole book just of things to say
Yep.
and pass out to these men. I will start photocopying, like, so we don't have to waste the precious books for men who won't appreciate them fully. Just saying.
But man, a man that gets it and reads the books that you read, what's it like to be God's favorite?
He really gets it at that rate in other aspects.
Yeah. But like, what's it like to be God's favorite? I need to know, because I love my mans. Let's just leave it at that.
Yep. But like, also, if they got into our books, then
I would be the happiest person ever. It's
bonus
the only
point.
thing I need. Just read with me and tell me I'm pretty and say exactly what Xaddy says. Okay, thanks.
These words.
Just
these words.
Yep. Okay, thanks.
The whole, he's like, I will do this whenever you want it. Not when I want it, because I want it every 5 seconds of the day.
Oh God, I'm like constantly wanting it.
He's like, I will give it to you, but I'm begging you, Violet, don't offer me your body unless you're offering me everything. I want you more than I want to fuck you. I want those 3 little words back. Like,
but I
know.
do love you.
You love him.
But I do love you. Like, it's just so frustrating.
It is frustrating, but it's fine.
It's the reversal of he fell first and now she's like using it against him. And it's just so infuriating for the female main character to then be like, oh, but never mind. Like, you made it fall in love with you. So just like let love happen. Don't fight it. Well, like, you're the one that said it's just sex, no feelings. Bitch, shut your pretty little mouth. Shut it.
That was way before.
So long ago.
So much more now. Like, don't even compare to months ago.
You obviously know he loves you. The way he protects you and your heart and your family. And your family.
Warding his door versus warding your door. Respecting your boundaries. What?
Yeah, Violet.
She's so in the fucking mirror sometimes.
She honestly is.
Like, when it comes to their relationship, this book makes me want to throw something.
Oh, throw her.
Just because of
off
her.
the parapet. Yeah. That was extreme. We need her and Xaddy to have their happily ever after, so I'll keep her for now, but I swear to God, if she gets any more...
the parapet, but Tarn catches her.
Yeah, the threat. Bitch!
Jolts of fear.
Shut up. Mm-hmm. Yes, there it is. That's what we need.
Literally.
Like a wake up. You need to wake up and see what you got, because by all means, I will take him if you don't want him.
Yeah, literally. Okay, speaking of if she doesn't want him, though, apparently no one wants to be around him because he has a whole private bathing chamber to himself. And he's like, yeah, you'd be amazed what you can get when no one wants to share space with Van Ryerson's son. Sad.
It's so
give
sad.
This man a fucking chance.
Sad, but also...
I mean, a little more...
Some
freedom?
Space... Some quiet time.
Outside of the bedroom.
Yeah, we see what you're setting up there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pick it up what you're putting down, Rebecca.
Literally.
But you know what? We are not here for that. We are not here for kissing. We are not here for any mattress mambo. We are here to talk and have these conversations, get some answers, and lo and behold, yes, Violet got searched, but they searched Xaden, they searched Garrick, and they searched all the other lieutenants leaving Basquiat with the rebellion relic, but no one else. Mm-hmm. Like,
dun, dun, dun.
I know that you know that they know, but like...
I know that you know that we know that they don't know.
But do you know?
Like, but do you know?
This is Rachel and Joey. Like, I think I know what you think you know, but do we think we know the same thing?
I
hate it.
I love Joey.
Honestly.
No. I don't know. Do they know what we know?
So many questions, but we do get some information. Not even a question we were asking, but now that they brought it up, I'm like, wow, okay, I really should have questioned that about the power that the daggers hold within the runes and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
the material that powers the wards, the alloy Brennan mentioned. Yeah, like how we killed that venom. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Something.
They hold the extra power to boost the wards and extend them. The more material, the stronger the wards. There's an entire armory of them downstairs boosting the wards. But like, okay, so we have a shit ton of them at this outpost with these people who don't know what's going on. And they're just like, oh, that's just a box of daggers. No big deal.
Right. Casual? Are you sure? You positive?
Like, what do they think it is?
Right. I don't know.
I just don't understand. And then they give us more questions about imbuing power and wards. And I'm just like, what is going on? And you guys were just kissing.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
I can't. Because it just... so much is about to literally happen. And I'm kind of going crazy.
I know that we have now so much information between the daggers, the alloy. We need dragonfire for the crucibles, and we just need so much for all these things. And I'm like, a luminary. We talked about a luminary a couple chapters ago. Mm-hmm. Words. What are these words?
Yep. What is
we know this? We know that this guy doesn't want to give us the luminary because of Xaden, but we need a luminary. So what is going on? And chapter 12 just like leaves me with so many goddamn questions.
I just don't know why. Yeah, you sprinkle the shit in right at the end of a chapter and then you're like, new subject, moving on. Like, no.
Yeah, let's practice.
Can we go back to this real quick? Hold up, wait a minute, because we were talking, remember, Xaden? We're working on our communication.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And that is chapter
I mean, he
12. What the
is. He's
fuck?
telling her
He's
things,
he
but
is.
he's vague details still.
There's just a lot that is happening with all of that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And things even he doesn't know. So it makes sense, but it's frustrating.
It is. Yeah, like you said, that is the end of chapter 12, which concludes this little short-ish
Ish
episode.
episode. We tried.
I we did. It's fine, but thank you guys if you made it through all of this with us and our questions and our reeling minds. We really appreciate you being here. Like Callie said in the beginning, the exciting news of our Patreon now being active. We are
Woo!
so excited to be offering these different subscriptions and all the bonus content that will be coming with them. If you have anything you want to see specifically, let us know because all the ideas are extremely helpful for us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow us on
All the
all the
things.
socials just to stay up to date with us. But yeah, that was Iron Flame 11 and 12.
We did it! Thank you guys for being here,
Yay!
as always, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye!